This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Honda Odyssey. It is a 2014 Honda Odyssey. It's an EXL, 3.5 liter front wheel drive, 88,936 miles. That's what was on it when we bought it in Las Vegas. It was a new car dealer trade-in. I personally drove this from Las Vegas 3 days ago. Took about 6 hours to drive from Vegas to Tucson. Awesome ride. Beautiful car, runs and drives great. Now it's got another 400 miles, so it's got 89,400 miles roughly on it. We brought it here, we do an inspection. My guy's right, runs and drives great. Roger personally drove this minivan from Las Vegas to Tucson, 400 miles, awesome ride. That is true. Detail is all it needed. Carfax shows the obvious. Minor dent in 2016 that was never fixed. That's in the tailgate. Not bad. Roughly $800 to fix it if you were to do so. No need. Drive it as it is. It's got some touched up scrapes here and there. It's typical minivan. It's kind of what happens when you have so many people in and out of them. They get not driven the best. But I'm gonna walk around this thing. I will point at the stuff that you may want to look at closer in the photo gallery. It's all very topical cosmetic stuff like this. There's been a couple little touch-ups here and there. Tires look like they're probably 50% tread. A little touch-up here, a little touch-up spot here. Just go to the photo gallery, zoom around. Obviously driving was a little bit of a challenge. Got a little too close to shrubs, etc. around it, but scour the video, scour the photos if you're really concerned about cosmetics. Just go over the whole thing so that you can see what's happening with your own eyes. Don't just watch the video, go over the photos. The rear tires look like they're quite a bit higher tread than the fronts. Probably 60 or 70% tread. It is a front wheel drive car, so that makes sense. Stuff like that. The one we're talking about is right here. Sometimes at some angles it's kind of weird, but it's kind of like a push-in right here. It didn't break the paint, but you can see it. Let me take the plate off. I don't know how well you can see that or not. From this angle, kind of goes away. From this angle, you can see it. I kind of get why they didn't fix it, because what's the point, right? A couple little touch-ups on that rear bumper. Let me see, remote there. Obviously they've had a bunch of stuff in the trunk of it. These seats stowed down into this hole. All right, and then you hit this thing, or you can hit the remote. It'll close with the remote too, but that'll work. Here, it's kind of got minor stuff all around it. All right, so it's keyless fob, right? There you go. That's what it took. 406 miles to go from the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas on the Strip to Tucson. And if you can see that, it says 26.9 was the miles per gallon. I filled up there and it's got that much gas after 406 miles. It's got a little under maybe an eighth of a tank. That's pretty damn good. I mean, it's not flat. There's a lot of up and downs and hill climbing there. Let's see. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do this with the car running. Probably not. You know what? I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off, and then we'll go. Oh, I hit it twice. That was a mistake. So I gotta close it. Now just hold it once. Let me see. There you go. And then this one, hold it once and keep it down. There. So there's the doors, right? And then I've already done the rear door. Let's see if they will all close with the remote. All right, so then I'm gonna go back to that door. Oh, that's this door, sorry. And then I guess that would be that door. That works. Now let's see if this will work off the key. Boom. There you go. All right, let me start this thing back again. I just want to see that work off the key fob. It's kind of an important feature on this car. All right. Like my job with these videos is not to tell you what you want to hear. It's to show you what's wrong, demonstrate what's wrong. What's right will speak for itself. So that's what I do. There we go. Anyway, there's your VIN on the hood, so that's where it belongs. You got your VINs on the fender. You got another VIN on this fender, so all the fenders and everything up front's original. Haven't been replaced, which is obviously important. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna show you the, first of all, we'll start with the Kelley Blue Book on this vehicle. For an EXL 14 minivan with 89,400 miles, which is post Vegas mileage, it would be 17,196. I got this stupid ad in the way, but it's 17,196. Okay, so that's what a Kelley Blue Book is on this vehicle. Then we have, let's see, nice windstorm, right? There's the VIN. Accident reported minor damage. I'll show you that in a second. That's the tailgate. It even gives you a little map. No title problems. Okay. Should have closed the other door, then I wouldn't have the wind coming through the car, right? All right. Good dealer services. It says here, rear end collision with another, damage to rear. So it shows you minor damage to rear. We know what that is because we're looking at it. And they opted not to fix it, so they probably just got a check and kept it, put it in the bank. That's that. Let me see. No, that's it. That was the last page of that. There's your manuals, right? Let's see. Passenger seat forward and back. Passenger seats on Hondas don't go up and down, believe it or not. They just slide forward and the back goes back and forth, which I'm not really sure I understand. I guess if you're not driving, it doesn't matter, right? All right, boom. All right. It does have DVD player. There's two headphones. I don't know if they work or not in the center console. This is like a remote. It pops out if you want to use it as a remote. Then you've got your God, that would be warm. You got that fan, and let's see. Yep, there you go. There. This thing, I'm not sure how you put that center console seat up, but I'm sure there's a way. There's a will, there's a way. There's the back seat. You got some power plugs and some headphones for to plug in, I guess, to watch movies in the far back seat. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we have. You know what? I'm gonna have to demo this. I gotta use my other hand. Hop inside. Hit the close button. There's that. Then we have a window, obviously down and up. And then you have the shade right there, okay? So I'm just gonna slip over to this side now and do the same thing on this side. Window up and down. Window shade up. By the way, it's nice and warm. The AC is nice. Let's see. Now I'm gonna open it to get out. Boom. There you go. All right, close. There it is. All right, driver window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window, mirrors out, in, up and down, other side, out, in, up and down. Let's see what else we got going on here. We have these buttons. All right, and then we have this one. You got to hold this one. I've learned that the hard way. I thought if you just touched it, but you got to hold it. All right, and then we're going to go close, close, close. there's that. Again, you got to hold this one. For some reason, they want you to hold it. I'm not really sure why. Maybe to keep an eye on what's behind you or something. Seat up, seat down, tilt forward and back. There's tilt wheel on this thing. Comes down like that, right? There's that. All right. DVDs go in here. USB. I used that all the way home. That was cool. Center console. Got a little seat cover if you need it for the floor. And there's a couple of the headphones in there. We did not test them. We don't know if they work. If they don't, go buy some new ones. We don't do radios and stuff. We don't deal with that. We deal with cars. I assume it works because it's an, you know, it's a Honda, but there you go. All right, let's see. Radio. So you got volume control from the steering. Change the channel from the steering. All right. Air conditioning's blowing ice cold, which I needed the whole way home. Boom, boom, up and down. Temperature. You can turn off the rear from here if you want. You can sync both sides. Go like this, actually. Boom. See how it syncs? There you go. And then let's see, like that. And they'll sync, right? What else we got going on here? Let's see. Rear audio. You got the sources, right? That's me doing all that from this thing. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it there. Moonroof. That motor's in great shape. When they move fast like that, you don't have to worry. When they don't, you do. Let's see, what else we got? We have cruise control, which I use the whole way. There's cruise on and off. Let's see. Windshield wipers. All right, I think I'm gonna open the gate and let's go for a ride. I happen to know this vehicle pretty well after living with it for 7 hours. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive this thing home, you'll have a nice car to drive home. You will pay the following. You'll pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay for this vehicle from out of state by wire, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price. There'll be no tax, no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive your wire, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will scan it in your, sign it off to you and scan it in your online file, as well as mailing it to you. We will scan in the envelope we mail it in. So you'll be able to see everything immediately. Then you will have the vehicle shipped to you. By the way, it's got a side camera for right turns, which is nice, right? There's that, all right? Gosh, it's got a backup camera too, which I forgot to do. Maybe at the end of this, I'll remember to do that. Anyway, if you need help with shipping, the title will be in your mail before the shipper shows up with the Odyssey if you're going out of state. Once the shipper shows up, you take the title in the van and go get plates. It's simple. If you need help with shipping, let us know at the beginning of the transaction. I'll be glad to help. I can do it all for you. We can roll the price into the of the loan, you know, the price of the shipping into the loan, or you can do it all yourself. We have lots of people who bought many vehicles from us, multiple repeat buyers who are professionals at shipping their cars now. They don't need us, okay? Turning right, there's your deal. It does go in eco mode, which saves you some gas. This thing gets unbelievable gas mileage. That I can attest to. My daughter drove a Sienna van home, a 2014 Sienna van. She made it to Phoenix before she ran out of gas and we had to get fuel at the very last second. They both were filled up. They both left Vegas at the same time, her right behind me. And she made it to Phoenix and I made it all the way to Tucson, and I'm still got room to go. I still probably have another 50 miles to go. So there you go. I'm sure that their tanks are similar in size, a Sienna and a 14 Sienna and a 14 Odyssey. So that's good news, I think. Anyway, if you need help with shipping, let me know. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit in. All right? We're not trying to make as much money as we possibly can on every single car. We're moving them, okay? I'm turning right. There's your camera on. We don't have enough room. We're buying a lot of big diesel trucks right now, which really take up space. So my brother, who's in charge of pricing this stuff, he tends to be very generous, okay? So take advantage of that, get your deposit, and buy a nice van. Last part of every video, we say the same thing every single time. If you were to buy this vehicle from the auto mall, which is the mile east of here, you will pay the following. You'll pay for salesmen, you'll pay for location with the mall and fountains and beautiful pavement. You'll pay for the attendants serving lattes and scones, the bottled water with their name on it. You pay for all that stuff that you don't have to pay for us because we don't have any of that stuff, all right? They also know that if they sell you this van and it breaks, you're gonna bring it back and say, fix my van. And they charge you between $500 and $700 more for future repairs. And what they do is, if you don't like it, if you bring it in and it's broken, something's broken that you don't like, if they can't fix it with that $500 to $700, they just give you your money back and then sell the same car without fixing it to somebody else. That's what they do, okay? They don't give you the Carfax unless you bitch. They don't give you, you know, any information at all, okay? Like we do. They don't tell you the good news and the bad news. So, I'm not sure why we've got old people in front of me here, but this is my property and you're in it. Anyway, oh Lord, long day. These people are building a new building right here, and they've spent the whole time on our pad staging that whole building. It's been brutal, but trying to be nice, so we were patient. Patience is running out. Anyway, bottom line is, we don't charge for any of that stuff. We don't charge for future repairs because the day you're the owner is the day you're the owner. We're not fixing anything for the day you own it. All the information, Kelly, Carfax, the fact that I've already put, now let's see if I get the, let's see, where's the 89,377 miles, almost 89.4. When I bought it, it had 88.9 or something. So I put 400 miles on it. There's the 407.7 miles to be exact, at 26.7 miles per gallon, okay? Anyway, that's the information. You're the owner on day one. Hell of a car. Thank you for your time.